We talked about it earlier. A very special guest going to be on the phone with us, and she is Miss Cary Laine. You guys know her from this crazy season of The Voice. Good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all?
We're doing good. How are you would be the better question.
I'm good. You know, it's a little sad to have to go home so early, but it just wasn't in the cards for me, I guess. I guess God has a different plan for me, so I'm not done. I'm going to be able to making my own music now. So
that's an awesome way to look at it, that, there's a different plan, and your plan may not have been The Voice, but we and lots and lots of folks in America believe in you, and we just want to say congratulations on what you did accomplish, number one. I mean, you wowed those judges right out of the gate. You know, all of them turned around, right? What kind of feeling was that? I know I've read some little tidbits of stuff where you said it was kind of a blur for you.
Oh, it was completely. Everybody always says that, and you think, oh, you know, it seems it happens so quick. How can that be a blur? But it gets way cut down for TV, so it was like a 45-minute blur out there.
Wow.
I was in those chairs between 30 and 40 minutes, so it got a little crazy. You just kind of got to see how they edited it for TV, but it was lasted a lot longer, and kind of they edited it to make it look like, you know, everybody thought kind of equally, which is not how it happened.
Yeah.
But that's TV. It made for good TV, and that's what they're focused on. But it was surreal. It was amazing because I felt blessed just to get to that point, because it was a whole process of auditions before the blind audition.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. I mean, you're from Centronelle, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're living out in Wyoming right now.
That's right.
And then I'm assuming there was like a casting or a audition type thing that you had to, preliminaries that you had to go through before you actually walked out on that stage.
Yeah, you know, I never thought I would do one of these shows. I mean, I didn't have anything against it. It just
wasn't on your radar.
Yeah, it just wasn't on my radar. I've always been the pound the pavement, write songs, play out, just, you know, make your own way kind of girl. And we moved up to Wyoming, and there just kind of isn't as much of an industry up there as far as music. What they have is great, and everybody really embraces it, and which is refreshing. But they actually, The Voice, found me online and contacted me, and I thought it was a joke at first. I thought somebody was pulling my leg, playing a prank on me, but
yeah,
I said, why not? You know, why not? We've already picked up and moved across the country, and it's been really rewarding, and it's a cool experience. Why not keep with that theme and just take some chances on stuff that, you know, I didn't really think I'd ever do? Why not just give it a shot? And, you know, all in all, it was amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I really wouldn't.
I know you mentioned earlier, you know, TV, they've got to edit things for time and whatnot, but was there any insight into choosing Adam over Blake? You being country, I mean, did you do it because he turned first? Kind of take us behind your choice.
Well, it started out right before you go on stage. One thing that spoke to me is one of the producers pulled me aside and said, "Look, whatever happens, be in the moment, listen to what they have to say, and don't be afraid to go with your gut based on, you know, what they say and who fights for you." So that was already the last things I had in my head that somebody told me before I walked out on that stage. And, you know, he did turn around first, and that wasn't really what pulled me in his direction completely. It definitely had some bearing on it, but on my decision. But he really fought it for me, and they showed basically everything that Blake said to me within that 30, 40-minute time. What he said, that was it. And kind of in the moment, it didn't come across as super nice. I like your music. I like your voice. He didn't say anything about me as an artist. And Adam and Shakira, too, actually, spent a lot of time talking about my voice and different influences that they heard in it, you know, because I am they cut this part too. I'm country to the core, but I've got a little edge. I've always gone a little against the grain. You know, the people that are my idols, like Dolly Parton, you know, she's thrown in some curveballs in her career. You know, that's kind of the direction I go. I'm country to the core, but I tend to go against the grain, and I have some rock and blues and soul influences too. And they really picked up on that and wanted to talk about me and my voice and my career aspirations, which that part didn't show, and Adam told me that I would be safe on his team, which that part didn't really turn out.
Didn't turn out real well on that. How did you feel about the song whenever the battle round? You know, you had to sing a song that, and I'll be honest with you, I would have had to Google and look up to figure out, you know, the "Give Me Love" or.
Oh yeah, I didn't know it at all. I had never heard it.
See, that would have had to been really tough as an artist to try to embrace a song that you're really not familiar with at all. Even though you do have an edge, it's your edge. And then going completely over the edge into something you're not even familiar with had to be tough.
Yeah. Oh, completely. They and the way that works, they gave us the song kind of late one night after a meeting, and then we had to be ready to film that piano rehearsal like early the next morning.
Wow.
Having never ever heard that song, that was a stressful night. I spent a lot of time up that night trying to just know the gist of the song even. But I kind of knew, you know, in my heart, I knew when they paired Sam and I together and they gave us that song, you know, she is in that indie pop artist, and that's what that song is.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that song was tailor-made for her, you know, and I just kind of focused on, I didn't want to lose myself in it. I wanted to stick to kind of my style of singing. And I didn't, even knowing that they gave that kind of to her, I still wanted to make it as hard as possible for them to make.
Well, and they said it was really, really tough to make the decision. Yeah. And, of course, now that's over. Your career by a long shot isn't over. I'm pulling up and checking you out on Twitter, and I love your description. Alabama girl, songwriter, singer, guitar strummer, Twitter addict, Dolly Parton's #1 fan.
Hey,
nice to meet you. So it's at Cary Laine. Folks can follow you on Twitter. Keep up with what's going on. Monk, your friend here at 95.3 The Bear says, Cary's one of the only local artists that gets called back to play Bayfest every year. So you've got some support here in Alabama, of course.
And he wanted to make sure we told you hey for him.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, make sure y'all tell him hey from me, too. He's a sweetheart.
We sure will. Cary, listen, is there any thing you want to, before we part, and wish you the best of luck, to say to your fans here in Tuscaloosa?
I really want to say thank you so much for all your support and love, and just, you know, one of the best things I've gotten from this experience is I've gained more fans, but I've gotten to know a lot of them, and just good people. Yeah, and I just feel blessed to have so many people on my side and who are with me through this journey. And I just hope everybody sticks with me, because I definitely want to do everybody proud. And
there's more to come. There's more to come.
That's right.
Cary Laine,
I've got some plans. So
thank you very much for taking time out of your morning to talk with us here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. A fellow Alabama girl from Centronale.
Yeah.
All the best of luck to you, and if you've got our number, so anytime, you're welcome to just give us a shout.
All right, thank y'all so much.